Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. And in today's video, we are getting into the Zara Vanilla Collection. Yes, of course, as soon as I saw they dropped it, it was an immediate, let me order all four so that I can come here and give you all the details and my thoughts on the collection in its entirety. So without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, you guys, so 4 vanilla fragrances. Did Zara bring it? I mean, I'm the vanilla, lover, vanilla obsessed, vanilla slut around here in these streets. And of course, I'm going to have high hopes. And I just did not know what to expect. I have 2 fragrances from Zara that are dupes for other fragrances, and I was really blown away by them. So they're also featured in these same bottles, and I feel like these are kind of getting up there in price. We're at over $30, whereas I feel like a couple years ago you could get things in this particular line for about $20. So definitely seeing the price increase, but is it worth, your 30 some odd dollars? Let's get into it. So the first one I'm going to touch on is without a doubt going to be the most polarizing one of the 4, and this is Vanilla Supreme. Listen to me and come close. Hear me good, okay? This is not a dupe for Kayali's Vanilla 28. I know we all have different noses, but I feel like sometimes when Zara will drop a fragrance, people are automatically assigning it to be a dupe of something, and that's not always necessarily the case. This in no way, shape, or form is going to give you Vanilla 28. Yes, it's going to give you vanilla. It's going to give you sugar, but not Vanilla 28. So what I get from this is going to open with a very beautiful, like white sugar vanilla vibe. And you're going to be immediately enamored with the scent. Okay, and what you're gonna do when you test this on your skin in store is you're gonna say, okay, she's giving, let me get it. You're gonna check out. Honey, let me tell you something. This is why Zara has the perfumes right there to check out, because they don't want to give you time to let it dry down. This starts off very beautiful, very feminine, very pretty. And then you're automatically going to be hit with a polarizing, challenging note of ink. Now, I personally don't have anything in my collection with an ink note. I have smelled one from Stefan Umbert Lucas, loved it actually. And other than that, I really don't have a lot of experience with ink. So right off the bat, it's going to start smelling either like rubbery or smoky or just something off-putting to the average, nose. And I feel like because of that note, that is why you're getting, these reviews are going to be all over the place in reference to this particular perfume. So let me go through all the notes. So Supreme Vanilla opens with notes of Madagascar vanilla. You have ink, you've got sugar, tonka bean, and cedar. And you are literally going to get all of those notes, including that ink note. So it's going to be very make or break. This one is without a doubt going to be the risky blind buy. I would suggest you don't blind buy it because this is going to react different ways on different, people's skin. Some people get something that they feel is very gourmand, very sweet, vanilla, beautiful. Some people are getting burnt tires. Some people are getting like smokestack, extreme smoke. Me personally, on my skin, I am feeling so conflicted because the vanilla is done so beautifully in here, and I wish they had to kind of just left the ink note out. But the ink note is giving it something very unique. So if you are someone that loves more unique, more challenging or daring fragrances, then I think this is one you should try from this particular line. And for me personally, like I said, I'm on the fence about it because as it starts to develop on the skin, it does change. So you are going to get that ink smoke thing very prominently, I would say in the mid, but it does calm down. And so what you're left with is like this very sweet, woody, slightly smoky vanilla scent. And in the final dry down, I'm not off put by it at all. I think it's beautiful, but am I going to want to just cover myself in this scent? Go out, spend my work day kind of battling with this ink note. I don't know. I doubt it, probably one I'm going to play with around the house and decide if I want to keep it or not. But definitely one you do not need to blind buy this. Please test this on your skin because you may be very disappointed, or you may really love that unique quality of the ink note. And One thing about this one is the longevity. The longevity on this one is definitely lacking. I feel like after about 2-3 hours, it's not really giving me much other than a skin scent. And yeah, so that's my take on this one. Very polarizing. Get your nose on it first. The next one up is going to be Hypnotic Vanilla. And of course, right off the bat, we're going to even wonder if this is supposed to be like Hypnotic Poison, and it's absolutely a dupe for Hypnotic Poison. Now, I'm not a fan of Hypnotic Poison. I don't own it. I don't want it. But for me, this one was just a little easier for me to digest than the original Hypnotic Poison. And let me tell you why. So in this particular fragrance, they don't feature an almond note. Though it's definitely giving Hypnotic Poison, the almond part and portion of it is a lot more subtle because you're really just getting an almond quality from heliotrope. You've got this caramel, you've got this vanilla, beautiful heliotrope, and it just, Hypnotic Poison just got really nutty on my skin, really nutty, and it was lacking something like tonic to kind of balance out the harshness of the almond in that particular perfume. And I feel like this is making it wearable for me. Am I going to just be completely obsessed with this? I doubt it. But do I want to declutter it, get rid of it? No, because I actually kind of enjoyed the wearing experience. And I feel like if you're a fan of Hypnotic Poison, you will jive with it. You don't need both. If you have not been a fan in the past, give it a try. Give it a try because you may like this one more, because I know I did, than the actual Hypnotic Poison fragrance. So Hypnotic Vanilla opens with notes, bourbon vanilla. You've got some caramel, like I mentioned before. You have jasmine, apricot blossom, and oak moss. Now, I know these notes have nothing to do with Hypnotic Poison, but it's definitely giving Hypnotic Poison. So without a doubt, a dupe for that fragrance, but very much so, you know, toning down the almond quality. Is it more than heliotrope going on in here? I really do think so, because even heliotrope wouldn't be this almondy, but I do love that it's vanillic, it's powdery, it's sweet. And it's just an easy reach for this time of year. So check this one out if you like the thought of Hypnotic Poison. Had quite good longevity and projection. I would say maybe a little bit above moderate. So again, this one is Hypnotic Vanilla. All right, you guys, so next up on the list is going to be one that I really did enjoy, and this one is Vanilla Vibration. So in Vanilla Vibration, you have notes of cardamom, vanilla, iris, you have a papyrus note, orange blossom, and violet. So if you are familiar with, you know, the more luxury designer fragrances out there, you may be familiar with Ruby Rouge, okay, by Christian Louboutin. And this one is absolutely a wonderful dupe for that fragrance. So this fragrance features that iris, that cardamom, the vanilla. And that's pretty much all the notes listed in the Louboutin fragrance. And this also has that, but it has some additional things going on. So for me, of course, the quality is going to be, you know, a lot more refined in a Louboutin fragrance. But this one, I feel like, is an amazing fragrance for this price point. It has, I would say, above moderate performance because the longevity is there. And I feel like people can definitely smell this on you when you wear it. It projects, I would say, a little bit, maybe a little bit above the scent bubble mark. Okay, we're going to give it. But for this price point, this one performs beautifully. Now, the scent itself, this one, the spice is just maybe a little bit more toned down. The iris doesn't come through quite as big. You're getting lots of vanilla, and the additional notes is giving it a little bit more of a, you know, a woody feel. You're definitely getting this beautiful powdery vibe because it's got 2 purple florals in it. So of course you're going to get, you know, powdery. It's beautifully woody, aromatic, it's warm, spicy, it's vanilla, simply put. So if you have ever sampled, you know, Ruby Rouge and you're interested for something that smells pretty darn close, okay, for a fraction of the price, probably about 10% of the price, check this one out because I think that this is definitely a solid release from the Zara Vanilla line. Beautiful job on this one. Now, let's get into my absolute favorite from all of them. It's going to be Starlight Vanilla. I was expecting for Supreme Vanilla to, you know, just capture my heart. Just looking at what some of the reviews were saying. Vanilla 28, no, okay, don't believe the hype. Test it on yourself, your skin. But this one actually stole my heart. So Starlight Vanilla has notes of lavender, very dialed back lavender, okay? But it's got vanilla, almond milk, amber, and silk. And this is without a doubt a gorgeous dupe for Jo Malone's Mirror Tonka. Now, I don't own Mirror Tonka simply because I just feel like Jo Malone is really overpriced for what it is. That's just me, okay? I know people don't particularly have performance issues out of that one, but still, it just wasn't giving worth the price point to me, all right? This one is beautifully done, and you don't need to spend, $200-$300 on a fragrance that you can get for $30. So this one has different notes, but essentially this one is going to open up a lot more feminine, okay? There is just a beautiful quality that for me opens a little bit more feminine than Mirror Tonka from Jo Malone. But the way it wears and the ultimate dry down on the skin, you're going to be left with something very, very, very similar and giving more of a unisex vibe. The projection and the performance on this one is stellar, okay? You can overspray this and people are going to smell it on you. 8 hours later, you're still going to smell this on your skin prominently. This one is absolutely the star for me and very unexpected, okay? I'm not getting, this sugary or caramel or any of that, but this is still the best one out of the bunch for me, okay? I'm a gourmand girl. I love my vanillas gourmand. Not so with the case, in this one in particular, but this was still the standout to me. Beautiful. It smells so elegant. This one smells so elevated. It actually smells quite refined. And I just think they did a bang up job. I would not be shocked if they had Jo Malone, actually the nose behind this one, because she works very closely with Zara now. So I can totally see them, having her make a little something to give it the same vibe. Okay, same vibe. Now, this one doesn't actually say it has myrrh in it. It has amber listed, but this one is definitely giving you myrrh, okay? You're getting this beautiful lavender and vanilla, but the lavender is very, very dialed back to me. May not be to you, okay? To me, the amber is what's shining, the amber and the vanilla. And I just think that this one is the one you need to check out. If you're only gonna get one, if you like the sound of a beautiful vanilla amber for this time of year, absolutely check this one out because this one is my favorite. So if you want a ranking, Starlight Vanilla is definitely number 1. I would say Vanilla Vibration, number 2, okay? And Hypnotic Vanilla, number 3. And last but not least, but it's just very polarizing even to my nose, is going to be Supreme Vanilla, all right? And also it loses point for performance. But yeah, you guys, so that is my take. I would say get on into Zara because when they drop a new launch, especially something with vanilla, it's going to sell out really fast. I hope you're able to get your nose on these. They have varying sizes coming to market now, so you don't necessarily have to get these big bottles, but try it out, okay? Try them out because I think this is a decent release. I'm not going to say that I'm blown away. I'm not going to say that it's just everything. You need to just hurry and rush and get your nose on it. But I think these are beautiful releases, especially when you're trying to save your coins and you want something that smells good, but you don't want to break the bank, all right? So that is our video for today. You guys, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Double check, make sure you subscribe. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know if you are interested in trying these. Do you already have them? What are your thoughts, okay, if you picked any up? And give the video a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content. You guys, it is real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.